Once we've made our material, we get to the job, we've got 2 steps to making foam. The first step is gonna be getting the material circulating in our tanks. The second step will be getting the material into our hose and into our gun. So to do the first step, first thing I do is look over at my discharge bypass valve and make sure it's down. That way any water coming to the system gets dumped on the ground. I come over, make sure my valves are open. 3-way valve first, comes toward the tank, center of the tank, going to the pumps. Then I open up my valve. My soap side, I open up my soap tank. So my soap tanks, both my resin and my soap tank are open. Lids are cracked open so they can breathe. So valves are open, lids are open. I come over to my manifolds. My hoses are closed, bypass open. Hose open, hose closed, bypass open. Now all I'm gonna do in a minute is turn my pumps on. Once I turn my pumps on, I'm gonna go over to my discharge bypass valve, and once I see resin, I'm gonna turn it up so my resin goes into my tank. Here we go. So I've got resin coming through the system, and there it comes. Nice, now turn it up. Now, that's step 1. I'm circulating both sides. The soap side does it on its own. The resin side, I need to manually turn that valve up. Now my second step, I'm gonna back up. I'm going to, out of my 3 hoses, I'm gonna take my resin hose. It's filled with water right now. I'm gonna unplug it. I don't wanna lose my plug, so I put it in here. Now, the way I push the water out of my resin hose is I come back over here, I open my hose valve, close my bypass. Now what that's doing is that's pushing the resin into my hose, pushing out the water. You'll see. And what I'm gonna do in a minute, once I see resin start to come out, I'm gonna close those valves back up. Close my hose, open my bypass. Here comes the resin. Now I come back over. I close my hose, open my bypass. Now I got everything circulating. One little tip for you, if you're at a job and you need water to clean up the house, here's 3 gallons of clean water.